Whenever anybody asks me about positivity and happiness and all this stuff that I talk about, they say, great, fine, where do I start? Easiest place I can tell you is gratitude. If you can find something to be grateful for on your worst day, you are invincible. There is nothing that can stop you. I'll put it to you this way. I have no memory of my mom's home cooking. She passed away when I was 10. She had a brain tumor. Couldn't use her right arm or her left leg. She was in a wheelchair because of it. Weird to think about with medical technology being where it's at today, because this was in the 70s, and for a while they didn't even know what was wrong. They thought she had MS for a while. Hospital to hospital, tests and treatments. Siblings and I don't remember mom at home. My dad ran his own business. He was an entrepreneur. That meant long days working, sometimes longer nights in the home office. Busted his butt to put food on the table for us. Funny thing was, he wasn't the one putting the food on the table, because we, in a very 1970s sense, were latchkey kids. String around our neck with a key on it. First one home opened the door. There was always a note from Dad. List of chores, things that had to be done to make sure food was going to be on the table by the time he got home. My older brother was always in charge of some kind of meat. My younger sister, because she was the youngest, vegetables, frozen or canned, put them in a bowl, throw them in the microwave. That was easy. Me, I was the carbs. Still the carbs. It's become my life's work. But more often than not, there was one particular kind of carbs that I was in charge of making. Not sure if you've ever had the pleasure, and we're going to throw some real big air quotes around the word pleasure here, instant mashed potatoes. Ever had those bad boys? Dehydrated potatoes that look like somebody put them in a wood chipper. And then, you put a little water, a little milk, a little butter, a little salt, you're there. Not the best thing on the menu, but I have to tell you, back then, I loved them. I loved them because they were my job. They were my contribution. They were what I literally and figuratively brought to the table. I loved them so much, I got excited when I didn't even need to use measuring cups anymore. I could eyeball that thing and it would be perfect. I loved it so much, I remember us going to family therapy during that time to heal. Very first session, therapist said, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go around the room, and I'd love it if you could each tell me your name and what your role is in the Tyson household. It came to me. And I said, yeah, I'm Ian. I'm the mashed potatoes. I loved this job. But I did. I loved it so much. And look, older brother, younger sister, as some of you I'm sure can appreciate, we fought like cats and dogs in that kitchen. There were elbows thrown, most assuredly. But when Dad came home and the food went on the table, friends, we may not have been the kind of family that said grace every night, but you better believe we gave thanks. We gave thanks for the food on the plate. Thanks for the Father who was getting us through. Thanks for each other in spite of the fighting. And we gave that thanks and we felt that gratitude in spite of the empty chair at the end of our table. And when we felt that gratitude on our worst day, something pretty amazing happened instinctively. We received it, and all we wanted to do was give it back. We gave it, we got it, we wanted more. It created this cycle. The food fed our bodies. The gratitude fed our lives. It became the fuel for the engine of our healing. That's why to this day in my life, I don't often say the words, I'm grateful. Nah. I have GrateFuel. GrateFuel, hashtag GrateFuel, that's my thing. Because gratitude becomes the fuel. It got us through. It's no wonder my siblings and I all love to cook. The thing we did as a chore that we hated became an act of love. For us, for our family. When I reflect on that time, though, the thing I think about the most is my dad and how he must have felt. Remember being, or if you had kids around this age, but like being in kindergarten, first grade, maybe it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthday, Christmas. You'd have money of your own to buy somebody a present. So what did you do? You made them something. Probably at school. Probably, if we're being honest with ourselves, a piece of crap. But you'd come home with this piece of crap and go, I made this for you. As someone who has kids that are now in their 20s, I miss the days when my kids would come home and say, Dad, I made this for you. Oh, it'll break you in half. all of their love, all of themselves poured into it. What that then makes me realize and think about is, why don't all of us, every single day, find the kinds of things that will allow us to look ourselves in the mirror and say, I made this for you. Because we don't. We don't take care of ourselves like that. We don't find that great fuel for us. There's a reason when I fly out to BC tomorrow, they're going to tell us on the plane, you got to put your own oxygen mask on in time of emergency before you help somebody else. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care is not selfish, and we've got to take care of ourselves and start using our paddle to wrest that control back in our lives if we're going to find that silver lining. But we got to think about those 2,000 choices, not all of them all at once, some of them every now and again. We got to try and respond and not react. Find those ceremonies that are going to mean so much to us. That is how we get our control back so that we can come from that place of joy and we can truly be disruptors of that mediocrity that we're all trying to fight against to make a difference in the lives of others. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I made this for you.